Hi, I'm Amanda and welcome to the Hot Plate. Today we're getting steamy in the kitchen making a Thanksgiving dinner complete with turkey, stuffing, and homemade gravy. I started helping out make Thanksgiving dinner when I was really young. Now I learned some great tips and realized that it is a simple meal that with just a few tricks can be made easily at home. So this video is for any new cooks that need a little help getting used to stuffing a turkey. We've got one 16-pound turkey with all of the gizzards removed, 1 lemon, some pepper, some salt, 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. For our stuffing, we have our 8 cups of cubed focaccia, 2 cups combined of chopped up celery and carrots. We have 1 large tablespoon of rosemary that's been chopped and 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. We've got 5 strips of bacon that have been cut into 1-inch pieces, 1 large Spanish onion that's been chopped. We're going to be using 2 cups of chicken stock, and we've got some string for tying everything together. We're going to start by making our stuffing. We've got a large non-stick skillet which we're going to be heating up to medium-high heat. We'll then be adding in our bacon and starting to stir it for 5 minutes. Once the bacon starts to render some of its fat, we're going to be adding in our onions, our celery and our carrots, our herbs, and seasoning it up with some salt and pepper. Stir and continue to cook until the veggies are softened and the onion is slightly translucent. This will take about another 10 minutes. Once the veggies are soft and translucent, we'll be adding 1 teaspoon of lemon zest to brighten it all up. Then we're going to start prepping our turkey. When buying a turkey, we first need to make sure that we've removed any of the gizzards. These can be found in either the front or the back cavity of the bird, so remove and either save them for soup or discard them. We'll then move the turkey into a clean sink. Using cold water, we're going to wash the bird on the inside and outside. We'll then pat it dry with paper towel and make sure that all of the water is drained. Move the turkey into your roasting dish. Because this can get messy, I like to use large aluminum dishes and double up for extra stability. Season the bird all over with salt and pepper, and season inside the cavity with salt and pepper. Now that our veggies and bacon are all cooked, we're going to be tossing it together with our cubed pieces of focaccia. If you don't have focaccia, you can also use day-old white bread slices and just remove the crusts. We'll add the veggies and toss it together, and then slowly start adding in some of our chicken stock, making sure to continue to toss so that it's moist but not wet. Here comes the tricky part. I love to make sure that my turkey's nice and moist, so I have 8 tablespoons of room temperature butter here. We're going to be lifting up the skin on the turkey breast meat. Now all that means is that we're going to have to slide our hand in between the skin and the breast meat and just keep moving it forward. The skin will separate very easily from the meat. Once that's happened on both sides, we'll be then separating our butter, then spreading the butter between the skin and the meat. Any remaining butter spread over top of the entire turkey. When stuffing our turkey, we want to make sure that we don't overstuff it, and luckily there are 2 cavities. So we'll start with the main cavity, which is found between the legs, and carefully using a large spoon with a handle, we'll be adding it in. Make sure to pack it lightly, but not overstuff it. Once that one's completely full, we'll move to the front of the bird and we'll lift up the flap of neck skin and add about 2 spoonfuls. Then just simply tuck the skin underneath and we're good to go. Any remaining stuffing can be put into a baking dish covered with tin foil, and while the turkey's resting after it's been cooked, we'll bake that as well for some extra. Now that our turkey's completely stuffed, it's time to truss it. Now, trussing is just a technique for tying it all together to make sure that the meat stays tender and juicy. We'll be sliding our string underneath the bird to the midsection and then coming up alongside the wings. Then we'll be crossing it over between the legs of the turkey and the body, coming underneath the legs and then twisting it around so that we bring them tight together. Once we've done that, we'll be tying it off, and then we'll be topping up the last of the showing stuffing with a little piece of lemon to keep everything nice and moist. Our turkey's all ready to go into the oven. We have it preheated to 325 degrees. For this 12-pound turkey, we're going to be baking it for 12 to 15 minutes per pound. So that means that our turkey is going to be in the oven for anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. To help make sure that our turkey gets nice and golden brown, every half an hour it's in the oven, we're going to remove the turkey from the oven carefully to make sure we don't lose any of that heat, and then carefully, using either a spoon or a baster, we're going to squirt the juices from the bottom of our baking pan on top of the bird. Place the turkey back into the oven and continue to baste every 30 minutes. Our Thanksgiving turkey dinner is all done, and I cannot wait to taste this after smelling turkey all afternoon. Some gravy on here and a little stuffing. Oh, that little hit from that lemon zest that we added to our stuffing just brightens everything up, the rich flavors from the gravy and that turkey with all of that lovely melted butter. This Thanksgiving dinner is going to impress your friends and family. Thanks so much for checking out The Hot Plate. Make sure to check out this and all of our other episodes and recipes at thehotplate.com and updates on our Facebook page, facebook.com/thehotplate.